Alright guys, I am going to be attempting an ombre tutorial, which is funny because I'm not very good at it, but this method's not going to work for everybody. It's what finally got me a halfway decent ombre, but anyway, I hope it helps. So I'm going to be using SM nail candies, candy cover cotton candy. It's kind of a pink, like a cover pink, and her red apple. Thank you, Sarah. I love it. I tried this with like a boomer nail, but it doesn't show up very well for the camera. Um, it doesn't let you see exactly what I'm doing very well. So we're gonna go with more, I guess, different colors. So you're gonna want to start with your bottom color, which for me is gonna be the red, the candy apple. And start with, a bigger bead. This can take anywhere from 3 to 40. It just, work with however many beads you need. I don't even know how many it takes me. So you're going to start down here and work that across till it's even across the bottom. You're going to work it up because you want to get it near where you want your blend to be. Try to keep it even all the way across. If you can. If not, we're going to go back and fix that so it doesn't matter. Just make sure you cover the bottom. And I'll blend that up. Try to keep it as flat as you can so you're not adding more bulk to it. Then you're going to get a smaller bead of that red, or bigger depending on how high up you want it. I'm probably going pretty high. You're going to try to, take it straight across again. Make sure you're keeping the amount of product even so you don't end up with some higher than the rest. And then you're going to blend that up across that line. You're going to try to keep your brush strokes even. That way everything ends up in the same spot, right around where you want that blend to be. And I always go back through and take a really small bead, a lot smaller than the first one, and make kind of a line across where I want it. Again, same amount of, try to do an even line of product. Blend that down. And then go back and make sure that your blend is flat. Even brush strokes all the way across. Then you're going to go take your top color, which for me is the cover pink. You're going to start at the top. Spread your product all the way across as even as you can. I'm not really worrying about the cuticle area right now because you guys know how to do that, and for the purposes of this video we don't need to worry about it. But make sure you got it covered. And then you're going to bring that down and blend that in. If it's not even, that's fine. We're going to go back through with another smaller bead just like we did on the bottom. You just want to get it to where you want your blend to be, or close to. So you're going to take another smaller bead, and there will be a little less product here from where you blended, so you're going to want to take that across and fill in that area. Then you're going to pull it down and make sure you're using even brush strokes all the way across. That way all your product ends up in the same place. Blend that up. Then, fix any areas that aren't flat. You're going to want to flatten that out all the way across. And if you have any spots that have less or more, you can always go back and fix that later. But for right now, we're just focusing on this spot right here. Obviously, I have some spots that need some work. Now you can go back and keep doing those small beads until you get the desired blend that you want, but make sure it's what you want. it's exactly how you want it blended, because you're not going to file this. You're going to cap it with clear and then file the clear. So you want to make sure it's exactly how you want it. And you can always take a smaller bead of that bottom color and go back through and blend it up if it's still not where you want it, which usually I end up doing this a couple times because I'm never very happy with it. You just do a straight line straight across. I find it's easier to blend the darker color onto the light than the lighter color onto the dark. That way you don't have that weird show through. Then same thing, even brush strokes all the way across. Just pulling that up and over that pink. So you get it how you want it. You see I have some streaks right there. Let's just brush that back down. And then if you miss any spots or you have any gaps, like I have some over here, you can go back through, fill it in, you know. Same thing you do with everything else. Until you have it exactly how you like it. Doesn't matter how long it takes you. Doesn't matter how many tries it takes you. You're covering it with clear anyway, as long as you like how it looks. And it looks like I missed some pink spots up here, because you don't want it to have that like marbly look. So you want to make sure you have the same amount of product all the way across. And this also covers any of your color that may have leaked. Or bled, I guess is the right word. Add that. Now, I know it looks a little lumpy. So you're going to go back through and make sure everything's nice and flat and, you know, press and pat until you get it as neat as you can. And then we're going to cap it with clear. And you're going to file that clear down and make sure everything's the shape that you want it. And the clear will fill in any dips and, you know, spots that you may have. I am using Mia's Secret Clear just because it tends to be a little more runny, which you kind of want for capping, because it helps spread easier and it doesn't add a lot of bulk. You want it to be a thin layer. That way you're not adding a bunch of unnecessary product and making them, you know, extra thick. I know it doesn't look great yet, so just gotta trust the process. Now you're gonna push that clear down as far as you can, just a thin layer. And the reason that you do this is because colored acrylic is not as strong as clear acrylic, because when they add pigment to it, you know, it kind of breaks down the strength. So you're adding strength when you add this clear to the top, and that way your colored acrylic doesn't break down, chip, or fade. You know, it kind of, yeah, it's protective. Then you want to take clear at the bottom. Move that up. Doesn't really matter how you cap it. This is how I cap it. You can cap it any way you want, as long as you get an even layer all the way across. And this helps also, I guess, disguise that blend and kind of help everything flow. Sorry, I'm a little nitpicky, but. So, there you have it. It's a passable ombre. And then you're going to take your file and file everything down so you get it how you want it, which I don't know about you guys, but my file is my best friend because it fixes all of my mistakes. You see we were able to hide that bleed as well. And just get a nice ombre. Please don't mind my hands. I know they look like I've been digging graves all day with my bare hands. It's because I haven't done my own nails yet. And I was digging in the dirt. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me.